So we all know that losing weight, it is quite simple, but we all complicated it because of certain reasons. Which, one of the reasons why we all complicate weight loss is that, yeah, we just need to, throw the bad food away, throw the sweets away. Yeah, I know. You're eating one right now, probably. Watch what you're eating, do a little bit of exercising, and that's it. It's that simple. But that's just the external side of it. The internal, it's what's going on over here. Because I can tell you to, or I can advise you to, yeah, stop eating. You have to eat this. You have to switch up this. You have to walk 10 more miles. You have to, right? Stuff like that. But what we don't realize is that everything is up here in this right here. Not the hair, the mind, the head, the brain, you know. But what a lot of people don't realize is that you first need to pivot around those mental blocks that you put yourself in that people told you before. Because the reason why a lot of people think that weight loss is hard and it's like the most horrible, they think it's a sin doing that. But no, it is actually backwards. Being fat and obese at a certain extent is a sin. It's gluttony. I think that's how you call it, glutton, right? That, right? I'm still learning on my vocab. I'm doing my flashcards every day, stuff like that. But the reason why you need to watch what you're thinking, what you're consuming every day, it's because if you're consuming people eating on the internet, you're gonna get hungry. I know it might seem stupid, but you're consuming it. It's making you hungry. You have a tendency of being overweight, of eating a lot, of being depressive, or whatever, right? So just watch out because that actually happened to me. Back in quarantine, actually, or not quarantine. When was it? Yeah, back in quarantine, when we had the whole lockdown, the whole COVID, the virus thing. I actually started watching. What's his name? The dude Nick Avocado, right? That dude that just eats a lot, 10,000 calories like every sitting, right? I was watching him because I had nothing else to do. I was bored out of my mind, like internally and externally bored, right? I couldn't know what to do. And so I started binge watching his content. And so what ended up happening is I listen to this. I had the willpower up to here because I was losing weight, but it didn't make me hungry. I saw it in this way of, oh wow, he's eating that. I'm going to emulate what he's doing later on, right? Because I was losing weight, but I wanted to do like some kind of 10,000 calorie challenge every week, every Friday actually. And guess what? I did that for maybe, I want to say a month, 2 months. So what I used to do is eat a, a low caloric intake for a couple of days, right? For like 5, 6 days onto the day of the 10,000 calories, right? And so what I was doing was I ate around 1,500 calories every day, right? Every day and doing cardio because I had no knowledge of that at that point. I did lose weight, but I only counted my calories way too low because I thought those were my maintenance, right? And I wasn't doing any weights, no strength training at all. I was just doing cardio here and there, right? I was getting up. I was just moving myself, moving my body, right? And so what ended up happening was I started developing an extreme eating disorder, ED. That eating disorder started growing and growing, and it started growing every time. But thankfully, I stopped it and I started to actually get some research because I wanted to get into the gym. I actually wanted some muscle, right? You can't see it because of the shirt, Damn, they're small right now. I need to drink some water. But yeah, muscle is made of water, energy, and nah, I'm just kidding. But yes, be careful with what you're watching and what you're consuming because if you're watching people eat every day, or if you're over that, in that area of like mukbangs and you watch people eat and you have a tendency of eating, that's damaging your mind. You might develop an ED, an eating disorder, and it's very difficult to get out of it. I had a willpower at that point because yes, I was very skinny, but I actually had a goal in mind. And a lot of people, what they don't have is a goal because they're just watching it. They're watching something and they're getting influenced to actually eat and eat and eat just for the pleasure of it, for the overindulgence of it. And it can cause many problems mentally and externally. Well, externally, internally, you know, other than your mental health, it's going to struggle with your organs, your heart, your kidneys, your livers, your everything. So please be careful when you're actually trying to lose the weight because yes, it is simple to navigate around that route, right? Just stop eating, track your calories, just get up and move. Very simple, right? Anybody can do it. Anybody. But what matters is right here. I'm not saying I'm the best person at it. I'm just saying that you should be careful because I have done it in the past. And the reason why I actually stopped at the moment I stopped tracking my calories was because one, I'm not on a strict diet. I'm not losing any weight. I'm not losing any fat. Is it nice to track whatever you're eating? Yes. Am I going to start doing it in the future? Of course. That's how I lost weight, and that's how you're going to gain weight if you're in the same route as me. If you were fat before and you're getting muscle, and now you're just maintaining what you have and you're just going a little over it, then yes. Once you actually cut down and you have enough mass in your frame, then what you're going to start doing is start cutting the fat just tiny bits, month by month, month by month. Start incorporating cardio and more cardio. By more cardio, I mean around 30 minutes every day. You just start slow. You don't want to start doing 4 hours of cardio every day. That is such a tuggle, such a everything in your mind and your body because you're not going to recover unless you're a competitor or you want to compete in the future. Sure. Or if you're competing right now, then I mean, yeah, you have low calories, you're doing a lot of cardio, you're doing everything under the belt, right? Because you want to win. And so that's just going to be the end of the video. I know it's a lot of things, but the in conclusion, what I can say is that be careful what you're consuming, be careful what you get influenced by, because if you have a tendency of gaining weight super easy, then you're gonna gain weight because you're getting influence and you're actually not helping yourself. So hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.